Welcome to Sports 101. I'm your professor, Casey Bryant. Keith Strudler is out today because he's off selling his kayak, so I'll be substituting for you today. Let's meet today's contestants for Sports 101, the only show that tests your true knowledge of sports. We have today on my right here, stage left, as you would call it, or stage right, I don't know, whatever, who cares. So we have in the Fiorentina, excuse me, Michael Hines. It doesn't matter, it's soccer, so it's fake anyway. And then to his right, our first contestant to never wear a jersey to a shoot, Pete Denota.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Pete is graduating in 16 days anyway. 15 now, down to 15. So congratulations to you, Pete. Fingers crossed that you make it there anyway. So. Hey, you're capping with Minu Basnet, so anything's possible. So anyway, to my left over here, we have in the Seattle Supersonics jersey, the Rashad Lewis jersey, very nice, Chris Hupper, and to his left there, we have Zach Hartman, Team Fundirkmental, as they're called. This is the second week in a row that we've had a fantasy team as a team name. Last week we had Saving Private Matt Ryan for Kevin Kleinschmidt and Andrew Auger, and they wound up winning the day. So I've got high expectations for you guys. And Zach, you're an Arlington Admiral, so
bring in the super team.
I'm expecting high things.
Oh, I hope.
Speaking of super teams, you know, the Knicks.
Knicks are the super team.
The Knicks are the real super team. Anyway, here's how the game is going to work. There are 6 major categories that these two teams can pick from. There's MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, stadiums, and pop culture. Each team will be choosing 2 questions per category, so 12 questions total. They will be alternating which ones answer what. You can choose whatever category you want. The first 6 questions that they answer as a team will be worth 1 point. In round 2, they will be worth 2 points, but you can steal it for 1 point, but we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to start over here with Team RIP Tim Mirabito. Mike Hines, you have the first selection here. Which of the 6 categories would you like to go with first?
Let's do pop culture.
Pop culture, all right. Starting things off a little unconventional. I'm a little off my game here because I don't have my index cards. It's my fault for procrastinating. And we really had a good team effort to try and put it together, but in the end it didn't work out.
If I came prepared, why didn't you?
Your teammate didn't come prepared, so I think I'm off the hook.
I'd say I came prepared.
We came ready to win.
Okay, whatever you say, man. All right, so Mike Hines. In The Fairly Odd Parents, the classic Nickelodeon cartoon show, Timmy Turner wishes for his best friend Chester McBadbat to become amazing at the sport of baseball. They eventually play in the World Series and win in dramatic fashion over the Bankies. What was the name of Dimmsdale's underdog team that wins the title? If you a real 90s kid, you know.
Wow.
Don't let me down here, bro. Come on.
Don't look at me. I have no clue.
I should mention that each team has 1 conferral through the entirety of the game.
Is pass an option?
I mean, if you just want to take...
This is not a good start.
Well, all right. Well, we were looking for the Dimmsdale Losers, is the name of the show.
That wasn't happening.
That's a name John Batensky would make his baseball team. So.
Moving on. All right. So, got to move off my festive scarf over here. It's wintertime, so I'm preparing with my Crown Collection scarf over here. Chris, you have the first question for Team Fundirkmental. What do you got, Chris? Which baseball. All right, Chris. So, Chris, what pitcher? I should preface this by saying that you're familiar with the Kate Upton drama that's going on in the MLB. Kate Upton was pretty upset that Justin Verlander was robbed of the AL Cy Young Award this year. He won the ERA title, every other category imaginable but wins, really. But Rick Porcello got the, being a Boston sports fan, I know you're Celtics and Patriots. No, excuse me, Bruins. Does that carry over to baseball?
No,
it
San
does?
Francisco, actually.
I'm not even going to try to understand that. Anyway, well, the opposite happened for this pitcher in 2010. He won the AL Cy Young Award, winning the ERA crown, but not the wins record. So what pitcher won the 2010 AL Cy Young Award? Was it Felix Hernandez?
Felix Hernandez.
All right, hey, didn't even wait. What a baller. Hey, that's the way to go, man. All right. So that's 1 point over here for Team Fundirkmental. Pete, you got to try and even things up here. What do you got? It's the top of the second.
Stadiums.
Stadiums. All right. Pete, What NFL team plays at the Razor?
Oh, New England Patriots.
New England Patriots, named after Gillette Stadium, their corporate sponsor. That's a point over there for RIP Tim. Pouring one out for Tim Mirabito. Hope you come back real soon, pal. Please.
We can if you would like.
There are things that you don't say on air. At least try to hide it. We're a family-friendly club. There are kids watching out there. Sloan and Elliott are watching. You're disrespecting Sloan and Elliott. Whatever. Keith has probably said worse. Anyway, Zach, the fellow admiral, over to you.
I'll go NFL.
NFL, all right, kicking things off in the NFL. See what I did there? See what I did there? I hate myself. I want to die. So, Zach, the Cleveland Browns are at risk of going 0-16 this year, something that has not been done since 2008. When the Lions accomplished that feat, winless, who did they use the #1 draft pick on? I should tell you he is currently a star for the Lions. So who did they draft first overall after going 0-16?
It's either got to be Matthew Stafford or Calvin Johnson. It's got to be one of those. Oh, he's a star for the team, so I'm going to go Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is correct. 2 for 2 is Team Fundamental. All right, got pressures being applied here early.
I thrive in pressure.
You came in cocky. You're like, I don't have to wear a jersey, and I can wear a Fiorentina jersey and not be mocked ridiculously. But, you know, hey, your call, man, whatever. All right, Mike Hines, over to you.
We're going to do pop culture round 2.
Burning through the pop culture. That does it for pop culture for Team RIP Tim. All right, burning through it quick. Now, you whiffed on the first one. But, you know,
I'm a second-half player.
there was once a man named David Justice who went 0 for 5 with 5 Ks for the New York Yankees, and then he hit a walk-off home run in the 11th inning. So, hey, anything can happen. Miracles do happen. Skills Dat Kills, the Kamikazes, the Poughkeepsie State Flying Cougars. These are all team names from what classic Vince Vaughn comedy?
Dodgeball, a true underdog story.
He got the full title and everything.
Pointer? That's ridiculous.
No, hey, that's just a 1-pointer. We're
that's a
still in the first round.
one-pointer.
We're still in the first round here. Hey,
I told you I came prepared, Casey.
hey, I'm just saying that they
Do not doubt us.
the
Looking at
tension
you.
is thick. You could cut it
Coming
with
for
a
you.
knife. All right, so that does it for pop culture. We're going to move on over to you guys. Chris, it's back over to you for question 3.
Let's take some hockey.
Take some hockey. All right, I'm a hockey man myself, so let's get things started. All right, so Chris, though the Toronto Maple Leafs are celebrating their 100th season this year, they are not the oldest team in the NHL. What original 16 was the first team to formulate in the NHL, formulating in 1909?
It's either Chicago or Detroit.
Original 6 franchise. What do you think?
I'm going to say Chicago.
Chicago's incorrect, actually.
Wrong.
We were looking for the Montreal Canadiens were the very first team. The Canadiens and the Maple Leafs were
They're
the
also
first
the
two.
worst team in the NHL.
I don't. Well,
Them posers.
that's coming from a Bruins
That's
fan.
reserved for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rangers.
All right, guys.
Rangers are the second worst team in the NHL.
Guys, why we can all unite against the Islanders, right?
That's
Come
fair.
on, common ground.
That's fair.
Common ground.
Ryan
Everyone hates the
Pavlicek,
Islanders.
shout out to you, pal.
Everyone hates the Islanders. All right, so we're gonna move on over to you guys. Question 4. Pete, to know that stadiums. All right, we're burning through stadiums, so we've saving the major 4 sports here for the end here. All right, so Pete, there are 2 Death Valleys in college football. One is in Clemson. Name the other.
LSU.
LSU is correct. Confidently going in. He knows his stuff in the
We're
stadiums.
winners, Casey.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. All right. We haven't seen your capping grade yet. All right. You and I are working together, and
We're in the same group.
we got
Careful.
a long way to go.
Number on my jersey.
7?
that your-
That's his grade.
That's my grade too, man. Come on. Score. Will, can we deduct 7 points from Team Fundamental? All right. Thank you. Score. Keep. All right. So we're gonna move on over to you guys. I believe it's over to you, Zach. Question 4.
I'll go back to NFL again.
Going back to NFL, burning through the NFL questions here. So, Zach, this Super Bowl winning Steelers coach once said, "We're not attempting to circumcise the rules." Who said this hilarious malaprop?
I'm going to go with Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin is incorrect. That's a good guess,
Wrong.
but it was actually
Coach, that's
it was Bill Cowher. That's right, Bill Cowher, father-in-law to Atlanta Hawks star Ryan Kelly. So
you win some, you lose some.
you win some, you lose
Star is
some.
a very loose term.
He's on the team. He's the worst guy in the NBA. He's in the NBA.
He's a role player.
Has-
Quality role player.
See, this guy gets it. All right, 7 points back to Hufflepuff over here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on back over to you, Mike Hines.
We're going to go with the National Basketball Association.
National Basketball Association. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting that you choose that. I'm just going to stare at you until it gets awkward. Who holds the NBA record for most Christmas Day wins? We're approaching Christmas. It's the holiday season. Team. I should say you can confer. Burn through your confer. NBA record for most Christmas Day wins. What team?
I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Incorrect, actually. Although you may think it is the Los Angeles Lakers, it is actually the New York Knicks. Our own Knickerbockers.
The Knicks win?
Well, they did in the past.
We're the super team.
They did in the past. The New York Knicks have 22 Christmas Day wins. Incidentally, they also lead the league in Christmas Day losses with 28. So
So they're
Top
under
in every
500?
category.
let's go Knicks.
They're under 500?
All right. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, in classic Knicks fashion, they're under 500. I'm a loyal MSG employee, so I will say nothing. All right, so over to you now, Chris. Question 5.
Popular culture.
Popular culture. All right. So, Chris, Will Ferrell is Jackie Moon in this basketball comedy. Semi-pro.
Easy.
Hey, we're trying to just get the ball rolling here a little
I
bit.
just
Then why did I get my starting?
Why do you get the Dimmsdale from Loser?
I moved the
Hey man, you don't know what the second question is for pop
No, that's
culture.
true.
I wouldn't pop off too early, man. No, I picked the Dimmsdale Losers as a question because I don't know about you guys, but I've committed every Nickelodeon cartoon show to memory at this point. I don't understand why. What do you guys do with your spare time?
I've had one too many concussions.
when I was younger.
Get out. All right, 7 points back away from Fundirk Mental. Dig yourself a deeper hole, man. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Lion King 3. Anyway, Lion King 1.5. All right, back over to Pete. I hate my life. Anyway, this is your final question for the safety round here of 1 point. Going with the NBA. All right, here. So, burning through the NBA here. In the 2002 NBA playoffs. All right, don't freak out yet, all right? It's multiple choice, so hear me out. Lakers star Shaquille O'Neal accused this team of flopping. Is it the New Jersey Nets, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks, or the Sacramento Kings?
Shout out to the D-League.
Do you know?
Don't look at me.
Boy, there's a lot of just teammate confidence over here. You got 4 choices. Do you want to hear the choices again?
Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento Queens we were looking for. Actually, yes, Sacramento Kings.
I was about to say what?
Well, Shaq calls them the Queens in his press conference. So that is a point for RIP Tim. Good job, Pete. Final question before the break here goes over to you, Mr. Zach Hartman.
So it has to be NHL, right?
I mean, it doesn't have to be. You can pick anything. You've got 6 categories. I believe the only one. Have you burned through anyone? I don't believe you have.
Burned through.
Yes, you've burned through NFL. So you can pick anything but NFL.
I'm horrible at NHL, though.
All right.
What do you got?
I'll go pop culture.
Pop culture, all right. Burning through the pop culture. All right, now you popped off before.
No, I'm going to get this wrong.
You better get this right. All right, well, you're wearing a Knicks jersey, so it might come in handy. Carmelo Anthony made a cameo in a Michael Bay film released earlier this year. What movie, based on a nostalgic TV show, was it?
This was a trivia question I had a couple weeks ago, too, and I got that wrong, too.
So you learned from your mistakes.
I'm learning from my
It's like when you can hand in test corrections. It's like that,
And you still get it wrong.
and you still get it wrong.
Because all I can think of is that Carmelo Anthony, where he tells off the kids commercial.
I believe Lou Brunson or Munson also made a cameo in this movie. Yeah, whatever his name is, I don't know. Quincy Acey was in it for a half second. While we're burning through next question. Anyway, need an answer here, Zach. Michael Bay movie. Got a guess?
No idea.
No idea. We were looking for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Out of the Shadows. Carmelo Anthony has a just hilarious scene with Will Arnett, the clever repartee. Mello is like a regular modern-day Laurence Olivier. I don't know about you guys, but...
Is that another 7 points?
That's another, you read my mind. Yeah. I need to collect myself, so we're going to take ourselves a short break. We have ourselves the danger round coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Sports 101. I'm your host, Casey Bryant. We have ourselves a nail-biter here after the first round here. Team RIP Tim Mirabito has a narrow 4-3 lead over Team Fundermentals, but here is where the game gets interesting. So, the questions are now worth 2 points, and if they get a question wrong, the other team, much like Family Feud, I suppose, can steal for half the credit. Interesting intrigue. This is where Saving Private Matt Ryan made their comeback. They were down by a significant margin, but last week they made a comeback. So shout out to you, Andrew Roger and Kevin Kleinschmidt. I'm sure you guys still have the prize that I handed out to you. I worked very hard on it. So if you don't have it, I will find you. So we're going to start back over with you, Mike Hines, because we left off with Zach. So we're going to go back over to you for your 2-pointer.
MLB.
MLB. You haven't tapped into the MLB yet. So let's see what you got here, Michael Hines. In 2015, this outfielder was awarded the American League Gold Glove despite only spending 102 games in the American League that year. What outfielder am I talking about? Finished up in the National League, obviously. Only spent 102 games in the American League, but still wound up winning the Gold Glove. You do still have your conferral. Both teams have their lifelines intact.
What are you thinking?
All right, well, either use it or don't. Come on.
Well, if he doesn't know
I'm
it.
not confident.
Shoot or get off the pot.
You know what? I'm going to use my confer with Pete.
And he looks thrilled.
Come on, Pete. That's what I was thinking.
You can say it aloud. You've already used it.
We're thinking.
It has to be because it's Casey asking the question.
What does that mean?
I'm going to go with Yoenis Cespedes.
I'm a little insulted that you're profiling me like this. But it is Yoenis Cespedes.
I knew it was Yoenis.
It is Yoenis Cespedes, who just signed his 4-year, $110 million extension with the New York Metropolitans this afternoon. So,
Highest average for a position player per
yeah,
year.
yes, Yo knows contract extensions. So, hey, I am all about it. So, over to you guys. That's 2 points over there for Team RIP Tim. So, Chris, try to keep this a 1-point game.
Go with NBA.
Going with the
Have
N.
we done an NBA?
BA, no, you haven't. You have not tapped into that. All right, so now we had a Christmas Day question before for teams. So I'm going to ask you, because right around the corner, Delilah is already playing Christmas tunes on 92.1. So what player has played in the most Christmas Day games? Is it Kobe, Shaq, Ewing, or Jordan? Most Christmas Day games, Kobe, Shaq, Ewing, or Jordan? You can use your conferral.
Don't.
I don't understand why there's not a whole lot of confidence in this room right now. I'm confident. I'm flying high.
I'm proving I'm the worst sports
I'm going to
commentator
say
there is.
Kobe.
Kobe is correct, and he keeps it a 1-point game. Good job there, Chris. So, Pete, the pressure is now on you.
I'm going to go NFL.
The NFL, all right. If I can find my place over here, that's your first NFL question of the day. Now, Pete, you may have heard of a little small-time league called the NFL. You may have also heard of the AFL or even the USFL. But there's another US-based football league that you may not have heard of, which existed for 1 year in 2000 and was won by WWE bossman Vince McMahon. What was the name of this league?
XFL.
The Extra Fun League. That is correct. Did a presentation on Vince McMahon this morning for microeconomics. Exactly. I don't know either, but it went well, I
Did you
guess.
nail it?
I guess.
That's all that matters.
I didn't dress up like Sting, with the makeup or anything, but I guess it worked. I don't know. Sting was apparently just at the Mid-Hudson Civic Center. Him and Kevin Nash. I know this because there was so much traffic getting into the Mid-Hudson Civic Center for Marist hockey. Anyway, not that I'm bitter. Parking was $3.
Sounds terrible.
You make DeLuca pay?
Actually, I made Matt McNamara pay, so. Shout out to Matt, he's at the audio table. Good job, Matt.
Exactly the same.
So, I think it might have been $5 actually, so, oops. So, Zach, got to keep this a 1-point game. What do you got?
Do I still have NFL questions?
You do not. You've burned out your NFL.
All right. I'm going to try to redeem myself with pop culture then.
Pop culture. Oh, no, you've already
we're
burned
out of
through
that
pop
too?
culture
Great.
too.
Stadiums.
Stadiums, all right. This is your first tap into stadiums. Zach, this baseball stadium is home to dual aquariums behind home plate. Where am I? They've got fish tanks. You do have your conferral still intact.
I know the team, but do you need like the exact
No,
name?
you can just tell me the team.
Miami Marlins.
Miami Marlins. It's Marlins Park. So, pretty boring, you know. It's like knowing the Yankees and not knowing their stadium is called Yankee Stadium, you know. Not that I'm equating Marlins Park with Yankee Stadium or anything, but whatever. The Marlins Park has the Marlinator out in center field.
No City Field.
Dude, I hate
It's
the
no
Marlins, man.
I mean, it's no offense.
It is what it is. They have a theme song written by Creed. Scott Stapp wrote "Marlins Will Soar." Check it out. It's fantastic.
No Sweet Caroline.
Anyway, so we're going to move on over to you now, Mike.
NHL.
We're going to go into the NHL, your first tap into the NHL. Jaromir Jagr, someone you're familiar with as a Devils fan, Mike. He's on the verge of becoming the second highest scorer in league history. What Rangers legend is he 9 points away from passing?
If you don't get this, I shoot.
Okay.
We're gonna use a conferral on
I
one
know,
of
we
them.
already used a conferral. Can I get a second to think? Am I allowed to think?
One.
I'm
Don't-
feeling the pressure.
Don't make me take points away from Slytherin over here.
I also want to make a note that in this match.
You're stalling.
Yeah, very much so.
Who's second on the NHL all-time scoring list?
Rangers.
Rangers legend.
Rangers legend? Would it be Mark Messier?
It would be Mark Messier. Jeez, ruthless over there, Pete. Gee, all right.
I'm
Well,
only a fan of a good team like the Devils.
all right. Well, hey, no one's gotten a question wrong here. Chris, pressure's on.
All right. So what do I have?
You have still an MLB question. You have an NBA question. You have an NHL question, and you have a stadiums question.
Take a hack.
You'll take a hockey one.
Taking the hat.
All right, you're killing off hockey for your team over here. Martin Brodeur is a New Jersey Devils legend. Third best goaltender of all time, behind obviously Henrik Lundqvist and Dominik Hasek. But anyway, stop. However, he ended his career unceremoniously with a different team. What team did Martin Brodeur retire with?
God, I remember this.
You're one of the few who may in like 5 years.
I do. We know it.
We got this.
All right, well, they're saying they
You better
got
get
it.
this right, because I have no idea.
I'm gonna just. My first thought was St. Louis Blues, so I'm just gonna say St. Louis Blues.
And he pulls it
This
out.
is rigged.
We're forgetting those -7s again.
It's being factored in here and there. This isn't like a popular vote kind of thing. This is an electoral vote kind of thing, so they're staying in it.
Oh, so we'll still win. Wrong.
Is it too late to demand a recount?
It's funny because he's president. Anyway, Pete, over to you. Pete, you have an MLB, an NFL, an NHL. That's all. What do you got?
NFL.
NFL question burning through the NFL here. Pete, he may be feuding with the Rams right now, but back in the day.
Eric Dickerson.
Can I get through my question? Can I do my spiel?
that is
You know,
what
I'm
Rams
just
do right now.
I'm a man trying to do my job, and
We are winners, Casey.
That's what
We're
they're
going to
talking about
win.
right now.
We're going to
That
keep
and
winning.
Jeff
We're
Fisher
going to win
being
so
the
much,
worst
we're going to
coach
get
in the
tired of
league.
winning.
We're going to win so bigly.
stop. Cut off the mic. Just mute the mic. All right. Going back over to you, Zach. Please get this right. It'll be worth 5 points.
I'll go stadiums again.
Stadiums. All right. Hey, that's close enough. He wins. Yay! All right. Stadium question. This is the final stadium question of the day. This legendary arena is home to the most decorated college basketball program in the country. Where is the Pauley Pavilion? Home to Wooden Court.
That's easy.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
You do have your
I'm going to
conferral.
use my confer.
Conferral.
Wooden? You said John Wooden?
I said
UCLA?
that would be the University of California, Los Angeles Bruins. That is correct. All right, so we still got ourselves a nail biter. No one's dropped a question yet, except for Pete, who had -10 points with that answer there because he cut off the host.
So remember that -14 there, Casey.
Hey, they earned it back. They earned it back fair and square. All right, Mike.
Doesn't seem like it.
Mike, pick a question.
What do we have left?
You have MLB. I don't know. You have MLB and NHL left.
Can I confer with him about topics? Strategy.
Go for
Are
it.
timeouts legal?
You have a TV timeout of 5 seconds.
TV time? All right.
Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I'm going to go back to the NHL, Casey.
Going back to the NHL. All right, Mike. The NHL used to play on Christmas Day, but stopped after 1971. What is the name of the defunct California team that beat the Kings in the last Christmas game?
Wow.
Is it? You do have multiple choice.
Oh, this is a first.
You have the Golden Ducks, the Golden Seals, the Golden Geese, or the Golden Knights.
It's not the last one.
You don't know.
Did you pull that one right out of a press release, Casey?
You don't know. You don't know.
I'm gonna go with the Golden Seals.
Golden Seals is correct. Golden Ducks, obviously, you have the Mighty Ducks out there in Anaheim.
We're winners, Casey. We know the answers.
Eric Dickerson.
You know, I should have changed the question on the spot so the answer was Todd Gurley and you felt like a jerk. All right.
Baseball.
I don't even have to tell them what's up. All right. I like it when people know what they're doing. It's fine.
But you yell at me.
I like when people know what they're doing.
We feel biased against.
What Hall of Fame? I hate you
This
all.
whole thing's rigged.
This was such a bad decision on my part to have you on.
You are welcome, Casey.
What Hall of Fame third baseman famously went on a rampage after a home run of his was disallowed due to excessive pine tar? Can you? Lord Beer Me Strength.
Got him.
All right, so George Brett,
George Brett.
2 points. No one's gotten a question wrong. Please get it wrong. So you only have one question left here, Pete. It's an MLB question. Pete, if you don't let me finish, you're disqualified.
But we're saving your breath.
I'm sorry.
My breath is not
Do
valuable.
I still get
all
my
right?
Christmas gifts?
Before the Mariners, this team called Seattle home for all of 1 year before relocating to
Pilots.
Milwaukee. I got it out in time, so you know what? I'll let you have
Fun
it.
fact, I have a pilot's hat.
You do have a Seattle Pilots hat.
I do.
Do you own Ball 4 by Jim Bouton? No, of course not. People don't read. God, why would I assume that?
What's a
All right. You're here. You need to be here. All right, so Zach, your final
Ready
question.
for some b-ball.
For the love of God. Let me finish
I'm
my
white as white can be, so it's okay.
Who is the only non-Hall of Famer to have played on the 92 Dream Team?
That's so easy.
Excuse me, princess.
Was that a Legend of Zelda?
Yes.
Oh my God, good for you. That's all right. Plus 14 points back to Team Fun Dirk Mental.
Can I file a complaint about that?
Only Hall of Famer to have not played on the 92 Dream Team.
We're going to sue you.
No, only non-Hall.
Only non-Hall of Famer. Everyone else is in the Hall of Fame except for this guy.
We could steal this, right?
Did we?
You
use
can
that
steal
before?
this.
Yeah, we did.
You did.
When did we use that before?
When
Two
I
Well, I don't
the
know,
UCLA
whatever.
question.
Oh yeah.
What's obviously not true.
It's
You don't
very-
know.
It's a very obvious one.
I'm gonna go Ewing.
It's
I
not
don't know.
Ewing, so over to you guys.
Laettner.
It is Christian Laettner. Everyone hates Christian Laettner. There was a 30 for 30 on it.
There was.
There was.
Christian right now.
Well, anyway, I believe that opens things up to a 3-point lead to Team RIP
Sorry,
Tim.
Dad.
Am I correct? Yes. Oh, my beautiful scorekeeper, Will, over there. My Vanna White. Thank you, Will. I'll see you in learner's class on Thursday. So, we have a 3-point lead, but we have a chance to double the score here. We'll have the final round for you when we come back. Welcome back. I hate you guys. Well,
I just want to make a note. It is great to be back at MCTV.
yeah, feelings mutual.
No one has more respect for MCTV than I do.
This isn't SNL. You're not Alec Baldwin, and you're not funny. It's just all right, whatever. Anyway, so Team RIP Tim Mirabito has a 16 to 13 point lead, but that could all change. We have ourselves a final question for each team. There are 3 answers to each question, and whoever gets more parts of the question right doubles their score and wins the game, and the winner gets a prize.
Is it the presidency?
Is it a recount?
Oh,
Is it Jill Stein?
the debate is lively in here, folks. So.
Settle for the Electoral College.
You can settle for Joe Biden's aviators.
Dude, I love his
That's
spicy
worth it.
memes though.
That's worth it.
Anyway, so we're going to start over here with the team that's down in the score. So, Team Fun Dirk Mental, here, and you can confer, here is your final question. The theme for today's final questions are finals, because we're approaching finals week.
Rest in peace.
RIP, yeah. See you Thursday, Minu. So, I needed to tell me the oldest NBA team to never make the finals. I needed to tell me their name, the city of origin, and the arena that they play in? It's a tricky question. Think out loud. Go for it.
Kings.
The oldest NBA franchise to
Have the
never.
Rochester Royals made the finals? That's the question. Did the Oh wait, they did with Jerry Lucas and all that.
All right, the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. Oldest NBA team. I need the team name, the city of origin, and the arena.
Sonics won in '72.
Chris's mind is at least like verbalizing
Mine is
words.
not.
Minnesota. They're young. They're young.
Need you to take a swing at it.
Wow. Milwaukee definitely won a couple finals.
If you need a hint, the team was formed in 1970.
76ers won in '73.
All right, the 76ers weren't like named that because they were formed in 1976. Like I just hope you realize that. That's just, I couldn't let you leave this room without knowing that.
Did our D-League team get to the finals?
Our D-League? What?
The Celtics D-League.
Yes,
And-
they lost to the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
And the Spurs. Shout out to Souls.
Are you helping them? Like, all right,
I'm a Nets fan.
We're team players, Casey.
I gotta back
Charlotte
up.
was in '90.
for realsies.
I'm trying to think. Charlotte.
Well, we're trying to have a game, so
Charlotte, New Orleans, whatever the hell they're called now. No,
you got 30 teams to choose from.
Yeah.
Pick them.
I'm narrowing down.
Jesus Christ.
Narrow quicker.
Narrowing.
We'll be here all night. Come
No,
on.
they were.
Clock's a ticking.
Bobcats were formed in '03-04.
True.
Don't make me give you a shot clock.
Do you want me to do a buzzer, Casey?
I can pull one up on my phone.
All right, we're shooting the clock. You got to at least start your answer by the time I'm done.
Got it. Los Angeles Clippers, originally the Buffalo Braves, and they played at the Staples Center.
I wasn't even looking for the Buffalo Braves part. Whatever, you got it. All right, whatever.
Bill Walton.
So that is
Shout out to Bill Walton.
I was just looking because the Clippers started. Whatever. All right, that's a doubling of the score for Team Fundrick Mental, meaning that if you guys don't go 3 for 3,
Then it's
Get
rigged.
it wrong.
Don't forget the minus 14.
we factored that in. We factored that in.
They gave it back.
No, we factored
They
it
gave
in.
it back to us.
All right, so guys, I need you to tell me the only MLB franchise to never make the finals, their city of origin, and the field that they play on. Same question, MLB.
Right in my face.
We're thinking.
This is our
Is this helping?
thinking
Is this
phase.
helping?
So AL East, they've all made it. NL East. That's happened. But as the Expos, they did. Does that count?
That's a double wink, and I don't know how to take that. Is that a yes?
I can't help you with this one, man.
Wow. Okay, we'll keep that one on the back burner. They got like 10 minutes. So we
AL
got time.
Central, Tigers did, White Sox did. Twins did. Royals obviously did. Who's the last team?
What'd you say?
What?
Twins, Indians, Royals, Tigers,
What is
Indians. Sorry.
talking about?
Yeah.
NL Central, Cardinals, Cubs.
This is just scintillating television here, so.
Cardinals, Cubs, Pirates.
Hey, don't, yo, nobody was giving them to wrap it up.
No, I was giving them to wrap it up,
Yeah,
all right?
believe
me.
Just take a shot in the dark.
What?
No, they did. Reggie Jackson.
Need an answer here.
We'll go with it.
Need an answer. Pick up the mic and answer. Please.
Washington Nationals, Nationals Park. And what's the last part of that?
City of origin.
Oh, Montreal.
No.
That is correct. That is correct. You can correct me all you want, but Wikipedia does not lie. So anyway, that'll do it. That means that RIP Tim Rabito has won this edition of Sports 101. Congratulations, guys. Doesn't help your capping grade any, but whatever. That means that you win.
Is one.
That means that you win a grand prize. Since it's finals week, you get a stressed out drawing of a stressed senior saying you did the thing. So congratulations, guys. You get to hang that on your corkboard, your door, frame it, put it on your wall, whatever. That concludes this edition of Sports 101. I'm your host, Casey Bryant. I want to thank Team Fun Dirk Metal. Chris, Zach, thanks for playing. This was.
We told you we were winners, Casey.
Okay.
now.
So
What's your recap on the game?
Fantastic.
we're going to leave. We're going to leave
Hudson
now.
Valley Sports.
So that does it for Sports 101. I'm Casey Bryant. Have a good night.
Can I trade Zach to?
Bye.